So here we are back today. This is day 5, 6, I've lost count. Our Spitfire is all glossed up with aqua gloss. Arclad 2's Alk 600 aqua gloss. Now, to be honest, I could have done this straight away last night, within an hour. But as it is, I've left it till today to decal up. I needed some time to do other bits and pieces last night, so everything is here and ready to go. So first thing I need to show you, I have never ever seen a decal sheet like this, or sheets I should say, from Eduard or any other company. I mean, I've done the Academy Spitfire and there was hundreds of decals on there, but not for different markings. Now remember, there's close on 30 different markings for this kit on these decal sheets, but for any Spitfire buff, the decal sheet alone would be worth the money. There's 3 in here. There's 2 lots of stencils, which is great to have them on their own. I'll just bring you in a bit so you can see a bit better. As you can see, the stencils themselves, they're all words. There's no generic stuff on here. It's completely correct and looks fantastic. All in register, looks really, really nice. That can go to one side. That's just a copy. I'm going to use that one in a moment. Just put this back in the bag. Oop, there. Now, there's another one, which is as many roundels as you could ever want for the Royal Australian Air Force. It's a massive sheet. There's nothing more you can say about it. It's printed by Cartograph. They're going to be spot on. I'm going to put that on the side, but this is absolutely gorgeous. Now I'm going to take you out now because it is such a big sheet. To get it in is hard work. Look at that lot. Again, printed by Cartograph, but there are so many different variants on here. It's incredible. Eduard, you really do a good job of this, and combining with Cartograph as a partner, we know they're absolutely brilliant and they'll go down lovely. Right, so the first job is to find out which ones we actually need on this and take them off the main sheet. So have a look at our book itself and just pick out the ones we need. I'll take you out fairly. Where's me cutting item? There we go. Right, there's not many decals on here that we're going to need. It's very plain Jane. So first of all, I'm just looking. Basically all it is the serial number on this one, which is this. So we'll get that out ready. I think we'll put all the what do you call it on there, all the stencil data on there, because otherwise the aircraft's going to be very, very bare. So we'll get our roundels. There are registration marks, our roundels, which are R15. Ba-ba-ba-bum. Can't see them for looking at them. There they go, R15, and we want 1, 2, to two of those. So we'll just take them off the sheet ever so simply. I use a razor blade to do this because it just cuts so directly and straight. There's no issues ever. Right, and then the top ones are R23 and the bottom ones are R23. So we want 4 of those. Yep, that's those 4 there. So I'll just cut those out quick. Just like so. Pull them away. So that's all our decals for that kit. We'll put them back in away, and we have our stencil set already, which is what we require. So I'll put those away and then I'll come back. Now, I seem to have picked an aircraft without any stencils. The only stencils which are in the pack for this are the machine gun covers to show whether the guns have been reloaded or not. So this is going to be quite an easy little thing to do. So first things first, we've got Microscale Industries Microsol. Now what I'm going to do is just put a tiny amount into the water, not a lot. I'll just start the process off and then stand that bottle well out of the way. Now the first thing we've got to do, we'll have a look. We'll do the wings first. So that counts for this section. All we're going to do is dip it into the warm water, hold it in there for a few seconds, pull her out and lay her on a piece of kitchen roll. The serial number, the same action, straight in. The fuselage roundels, a few seconds underwater, and they're ready. And the 4 gun port covers, same with those. So they're all now ready. They'll start to hopefully release from the backing paper, and we can start looking at where we're going to place them. Now you can use water to do this next part. I prefer to use Microset. What this does, it just helps the decal start to go down onto our wing area. So what I'm going to do, I'm looking at my reference and I'm going to put the aircraft in the same rotation as the reference, and then just lay a reasonable amount of Microset on there. And I'm going to take up my decal, lay it flat on, and work it exactly where I want to put it, which is just over the line, and it wants that hump in the middle of it. So that's laid on. Then we get a cotton wool bud, Q stick, depending on where you are in the world, and we're going to push the air and the Microsol that's underneath it out. Nice and gently laying it out, just getting it down. so that she's lovely and flat. That's a weird one. Where did that come from? Anyway, now the other side of the wing. Turning the reference round, and I'll bring you in so you can see. And what I'm going to do, same again, in the general area. Because this is heavily glossed, you'll see the fluid just flows back to itself again. And I'm going to pick up another roundel, roughly put it into place. Looking at the other side, matching them up so they look right, just like so. And then go around the outside with the cue stick. Oh, too much. Get it down to where it should be. That's it. And then we're just gradually moving from the middle to the outside. You'll see it's still moving. That's a good sign. That means that the aqua gloss has done its job and everything's going well. Alright, so let's get him down. Now that that's down, we run the cotton wool bud right across so that it's flat down, just like so. Superb. Right, on the underneath, we're going to do exactly the same again. Yeah, it would do. That roundel is going right over that hump where the ammunition belt tips out its goods, the used cartridges. So this one we're going to lay on, paint it over, check again our reference to exactly where we're going to put it, and it goes up higher than that, just like that. And we're going to be pretty careful to just clean away all the extra fluids that we can, just like so. So it's nice and flat. And the other side, again all around that gun mount. Like I said, you know you've got your gloss coat good or perfect when the fluid that you put on it starts to pool in one place, pool in one place, and then again pushing all the liquid out from underneath it so it sucks down onto the model. And then away you go. Now there is a big hump in the middle of this, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my microsol and I'm going to start the setting process straight away, because otherwise that'll take so long to go down with multiple coats. These are cartograph decals, so they will be fine, but we need to start the process off on that one. Right, now while we're on the wings, well, I'll pull you in as that way a little bit because I tend to have it a little bit closer to me. That's it. We got the gun covers now. Oh, wrong fluid. Put the lid on that for a minute. The fluid that I just put on there, we'll just put on that top decal. Get them started. Whatever you do, once you put this stuff on, don't touch that decal again. So we're back to the microsol, or microset rather. Just a little bit Right, so a little bit more on, just to push it around, picking our patch up and fold it around so that it covers up the main part we need. And again, pick that up, put that one on, place it up properly, being a bit fastidious putting them on, that's fine. Now onto the other wing. Pushing it on. Getting it underneath. Can go forward a little bit too much. That's perfect. The last one. We're just going to line it up like so, and line these up so they look correct. I haven't got ADHD, good job I ain't being a modeller, but I do like to see them uniform. So as you can see now, they're nice and set. Right. As I said, there are absolutely no stencils on this, which is quite weird to be truthful. So next part is to get our side roundels on. And get them off the slip. Right, we'll just place that on. I don't normally touch it with my fingers, but then that's I had no choice. Now, checking exactly where we put them and where the height they go, which is there, is absolutely perfect. And then we just roll the cotton ball bud over. Hope I went out of shot. No. Roll the cotton wool bud over, getting all the water out, or the micro set out. Again, super job. While we're on this side, we'll go straight to the door section. We'll put our first of the registration letters on, letters and numbers, or squadron code, or whatever you'd like to call it. Now I want to see this exactly right, so it should go a little bit like that. Lining that up. That is exactly the right place. And again, it's going over a cotton wool bud, Q-tip, whatever, and getting that into place. Now the other side, checking the references yet again, and there's a slightly different layout on this one, so we'll just pick up the roundel, check again exactly where we're going to put it, and it goes on there like that, and again roll it all on, being a little bit gentle with the first few rolls just to make sure you're flattening it off nicely. And then our markings at the rear, literally there, right along that line. Okay, lifting them up, hopefully, he says, placing them on just about in the middle there. Slide them into position. It's not far off. Come a little bit out. That's it. That's perfect. And again, taking all the excess away. I'm going to lay that down for a second. Now we come in with the micro set again. Remembering we've done these already, and you can start to, I don't know if you'll be able to see that, but if I bring you in, out, you can just about to see the panel line start to come through on there. So micro set, or micro sole this time. Just painting over the ones we've just done. Don't paint over those other decals again yet. They will be very soft now, and if you paint over them you've got a real chance of ripping them. And then we're going to paint our gun patches just quickly. And there you go. That's the easiest Spitfire I've ever had to decal, but that is it. There is no more. So I'm happy. Now what I'll do, I'm going to leave that now probably overnight. I've got some other bits and pieces to get on with. Excuse me. It seems strange there's not even the prop. Well, there you go, there isn't. So we're all set. She'll settle and she'll bed down overnight. I'll clear up my mess and hopefully be back with the next stage.